I just want to let you know that I'm going to say, and this is.
And who should I say I am? Chinon or Elizabeth?
My guy said, who should I say I am? How many people are you?
I like Chinon. It's so unique. AKA Elizabeth XX. Yink. Sorry.
With me today is
Chinon.
Please tell us who you are.
So I am a creative.
Yeah, come on.
Because I am not limited in my creativity.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Before I did not know, but now I know.
Yes, ma.
I make videos, I draw, I animate, I write.
You
come
also
on
do
now.
This content creation for companies as well.
Oh yeah,
like
brand managing, like social media marketing, basically taking your social media life and allowing it to live. So what I do is bring life into it. It doesn't have to be my face. I just create content. That's why I said I'm a creative director.
Today, on today's episode, we are talking about the reality of abstinence for a single woman. Chinon is going to be taking us into that area today. So yeah, before we even talk about you guys should abstain, is like why? I think is the best place to start. Like why abstinence?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Doesn't
matter.
We all should be happy and do whatever we feel.
Frolic.
Frolic.
Just cast my seed.
What are we even abstaining from? Let's be specific.
Yes.
Abstaining from what?
We're talking about, just in case you are unaware what we're talking about. We're talking about sex. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Abstaining from sexual immorality.
Yes.
From fornication, from adultery, from frolicking, from, give me another name for all this.
Casting your seed.
From casting your seed.
And having seed casted on you. Yes.
From receiving casted seed.
Why abstinence is a good place to start? Why
should we even?
Yeah. Is it something we should bother with? Is it something that's worth the conversation or not? Yeah.
I feel like a lot of us growing up, especially here in Nigeria, Africa as a whole, we have parents that have told us that you better stay away from boys as a woman, like said, as a single woman. They thought you could catch belle. So you literally see girls crying because a boy hugged them or touched them and all that. That wasn't my case, to be honest. Like, my people never lied that lie to me, and I really appreciate that. I grew up more like in a very chill, innocent background, to be very frank. My parents made it in a way that I was allowed to just be a child. I wasn't stressed or even thought too much about the idea of sexual things, just kid level. Oh, this is boy, is your husband, you start crying. Like, I was that innocent, I guess, and I'm grateful for that. But with the reality of things, I have a lot of friends, or I know a lot of women who didn't have that, where it's like, okay, the way we were brought up was just focus on being a child. Instead, they were always reminded, don't touch boy, if you touch boy, you get pregnant. But in my own case, they shouted at me not to touch boy or talk to boy, just for only God knows why. I didn't know it was because of pregnancy.
You shall grow up with those values.
With those values you get. So from a tender age, a lot of times our why as a child is because my parents or my mom, my dad said so. Not necessarily understanding anything. And kids, you take what your parents say and try and run with it until they catch you. You try it yourself, and if they catch you, flog the living daylight out of it. But so I would say for the generality or the reason why it became a personal thing to me, why I said actually I need to abstain. This is for marriage, if we're going to be honest. Was because of my personal relationship with God, and we cannot put this outside. Like, I can't tell you it was because of some kind of mystic whatever or just self-righteousness. Let's be frank. There has to be a foundation of why you make some type of choices, and if your foundation is not strong, most of the time it falls. And God has really been that foundation, that anchor for me on why I should make. So it became your conviction. Yeah, so he became my conviction. And somebody can still ask me why. Why? Because God said don't sleep before marriage. Like, it's as simple as that. I mean, you're human. But be firewood now. Trust. And do you know when people are listening to things like this, they're thinking, it's one, I don't know what else we're made of, what, crystals.
I'm like
And we don't know what it feels like.
I'm not any less flesh.
Do you get any less flesh and blood?
I'm a Christian, yeah.
In fact, if you are not feeling those things, something is wrong with you. There is a problem. But I mean, it was just a thing of knowing that, okay, it's not just about feeling it's about knowing how to be in control of your feelings.
Yeah.
And if you just submit to every time that you want to, oh, I have feelings for this guy, next thing you're with him, I have feelings for this girl. You know, it's like I said, coming from the point of a woman, because it makes you feel good, you just want to sleep with him. What exactly is the depth or the reason, you understand? And to be frank, apart from the instruction from God, because when it comes to your faith and work with God, I have nothing interesting or mystical to tell anybody. I'll just tell you it started from a foundation of faith and trust. Yeah, I mean, that's where it starts for everybody. That's where it always starts from. It doesn't start anywhere else. Do you get? Yeah. There's no way he sat me down as a lawyer and was trying to paint it and tell me that these are the consequences. Yeah. You know, yes, they'll tell you the consequences, but there's a way you still be. It was just a thing of me allowing myself to say, do you know what, God? Yeah, I trust you. Said I shouldn't do this. I trust you. Yeah. And over time, he sees, oh, you trust me, and he begins to now teach you explain and even show you, you know, broad daylight, wisdom behind such instructions. It's not because he just wants us to have these desires and suffer and not like... Because genuinely, I like what you just said now. What's the point? Like, why give me these desires if I can't use it? It's like, oh, no. You can, but within a context. Why? And then as you walk with him, he begins to... It starts to unravel. And to be honest, he has shown me in lives of people. He has shown me in... You know, look, I used to say it a lot, or I've heard it a lot, and I've actually adopted this saying. It is better for you to learn from the wisdom of history, like what has been passed down. Like, I was literally talking to someone, and I was like, let's paint this scenario. Does it make any sense where I walk into a kitchen, you're a grown-ass man, you're not two. It's 2-year-olds that still want to try things, even though they see you doing it and he failed. But you walk into the kitchen, you see a man put his hand inside fire and it burns him. You may give the excuse that, but me too, I want to know if it actually burns. I want to know if he's not pretending. I want to know all the nonsense. You are seeing the scarring, you are seeing the skin fall off, but you just want to know. That's low-key. If you're watching someone from outside, doesn't that look like stupidity? It's not, no. That's the thing. It's like, I say that experience isn't the best teacher. It's the most impressionable one. So, it just gives the most memorable lesson. Yes. Like, you remember it a lot more when it's from experience. Show you proper. But it is foolishness to say you want experience to be the one that teaches you at every given point in time. You saw he burnt his hand. Learn from it. It's as simple as that. Be like, say I don't go choke out for fire because I like my skin flawless. We've been doing skincare routine. It's not me that pour acid on his body. And get the kind of lesson we go learn. If the lesson are dead, no tomorrow. No tomorrow. So, you get if not experience the teach because you go really die. He went to Ongen, petrol day, but he went to go say he was just trying to took 2 fingers. Then the whole body catches fire. Carry on in the spirit. Carry on in the spirit. Continue life. So for me, I feel like So you were learning from other people's experiences. Yes, learning from it. Because I'll be very frank. One thing I know is, especially with people who have decided to be very honest with themselves and people around them, is how that it has affected them. Yes, they literally told me, Chinon, especially having sex with different people when it's not your wife or your husband. Somebody that has made a commitment. Do you understand? It's actually, you carry baggages from that person. It's not just an activity. The world has made it, try to simplify it and make it just an act. It's like we're going to do squats in the gym. It's now recreational activity. It's a lot deeper than that because not just your body, your mind, your emotions, you know, and even when they lie and they say, things like, like, let me just focus on women, Sha. But hearing things like, for some people, they are not attached that way. Yeah. Chelsea, come on now. I'm like, when we say stuff like this, I'm like, guys, stop it. Like, you know that the easiest person to cheat with is somebody that you've slept with. Like, it doesn't matter whether it was like, 10, let's say, you had this girlfriend, you really liked her, then you guys had sex, you get married to somebody else. The easiest person, even at that point, to sleep with is somebody that you already had that history, you've already entered that door. Because the second this person comes back, you can literally just kick off where you left off. You can continue from where you guys... And the thing is,
anyone that has had an experience like this will say, you know, when you reconnect with somebody that you were that intimate with before, it doesn't take anything, it doesn't take much to just continue as though you never stopped. You get? So all these things about it was just the way we call casual sex.
Yeah, casual, it was an activity, it's not that deep, blah blah blah. That is
there are other things that happen that we're not accounting for. Yeah.
Literally, you are giving yourself to another human being. I don't think people should underestimate how much
the depth of it. Yeah. The depth of because the thing is, it's crazy that we try to like trivialize it and make it something that's just an act, like we were saying before, when it's still one of, if not the most painful experience, that's being cheated on. It's still one of the most painful experiences, if not the most painful, a person can go through. Literally, that you're committed to somebody and then they do that kind of thing to you. It's like even people that are cheating will cry. Why are you crying? Like, why are you so hurt? Why does it hurt so badly if it didn't involve emotions? If your emotions were not involved in any way? Look, I went to even uni. A girl that you're not dating her, nothing. People are just sleeping together. If you hear that another person, you can't deny it. You're already feeling hurt, you're feeling betrayed, where they deal with.
Really?
Like 3 other people along with her, you are still hurt. Do you get? So I just said that to say, like, we want to disconnect the emotional aspect of it and all the other things that sex involves. But to be honest, I mean, our hearts testify. The way we act testify that it's more than just a physical. It's more than just
thing, activity. It's not jogging.
But I think I like
people make it seem like, jogging. I just went jogging.
Yeah. But I like what you're saying about like how it progressed from, so you grew up with those values, then it became your conviction, then you started to get understanding about why it was important from other people's experiences.
I didn't need to say, oh, well, you know, I'm young, wild and free.
Yeah, sure.
And
let's explore.
You know. It's like, I'm not interested in going to carry, this life hard though. I already have my own problems. I'm not interested in going to carry other people's baggages. And I'm not interested in now comparing my husband to Kule and Victor and
look, the number of things that are wrong.
I don't know these people look. These are very random names.
Yes, it's very important that you make that clear. These are not people that
I intentionally even mention people I don't really know.
Yes. So cool.
I don't know you.
But yeah, I mean, I agree completely. It's like this whole concept of sexual compatibility. For example, the thing, and I don't want to go too far into this thing. The reason why we have these kind of conversations is because we're having them through a broken view of sex. Because our view of sex is not correct, like what we established, where we look at it as just an act, you know. Because we look at sex through that lens, it has now made we have now made other concepts to accommodate that broken definition, if that makes sense. So to keep the conversation going now, for that broken definition of sex to thrive, we need to make other broken concepts around it. Do you understand? So to make it make sense. So we talk about sexual compatibility. What is it? Oh, your preferences, your this, your that you gathered from other people, and then you commit yourself to a person and then
start trying to
conform them, force them to be. First of all, it is insulting. It is insulting to me that go and marry him.
It's not even just him. Now you're trying to find things you like about different people and force it into one person. It's no longer a thing of I want to learn who you are. You guys want to figure yourselves out. You know, earlier I was even mentioning it to you that whenever, let's not even get it deep into like we said, but whenever I hear people say things like, oh, I mean, in marriage you need to know what you're going to do. If you're a virgin, what do you know? I'm like, I have 60 years plus to be with this nigga
for the rest of my life. So
we gonna do try and error for the next how many years? Hello. I don't need to practice on everybody else or learn from. So the theory that I am just trying to learn how to be, will I say, spicy enough for the person, yes, and I'm going to marry.
And if we're being honest, this is not what we're thinking about when we are
even marriage
for my husband.
Exactly.
You don't give a damn about your husband at that point in time. You don't know who he is. You don't give a damn about your wife. That's the truth. Who is your wife? You say you're practicing for your wife.
You don't know who the person is.
You don't know who the person is. You don't know what they want. You don't care who they are. In all honesty, you don't care who they are. You say now. You say it's Kunle. You are pursuing now like this. You are pursuing Kunle. You say you are learning with Kunle so that Rotimi
go feel good.
What are you talking? Who are you lying to? You don't even know who he is.
Do you know, Ba? I will say something. Whenever I see movements that have to do with but men have been allowed for years to sleep around, why can't a woman? I feel that's a very dumb argument. Instead of arguing, women have been taught to have self-respect. Let the man be taught that as well. Improve him, build his value. Instead you want to jump down inside his own. Does that make any sense? There's no more. People are losing class. People are losing their, worth. It's like anybody can just have that kind of access
makes the
to me.
Conversation very confusing for people is they don't understand the virtue that is being spoken about. So it's like they hear, oh, you should be a virgin, but what does that mean? What are we talking about? Because being a virgin is just a fact. It's like saying the ground is hard. You've not told me anything yet, but the virtue we're talking about is self-control. We're talking about you should be, because that's where you're practicing.
So even if it's somebody that you've been in that world already, maybe you've slept around, someone that it's not a thing of, oh, once I make this one fall or mistake, I cannot. That's that for me. It's a thing of just, okay, this has happened. I pick myself up. But to be very frank with every single person that I have spoken to, because I'm someone that is very intentional about learning from other people and what their experiences are. With every single person that I've spoken to who have decided to be celibate, let me give that instance, have it harder being, will I say, abstaining compared to people who have never experienced it. Do you understand my point?
Yeah. That people that have been,
you've been exposed to sex so much, you find it harder compared to someone who hasn't. It's fact. It's like, I'll be talking to some ladies that are now celibate and everything, and they're literally one was telling me, oh, Chinon, believe me, this journey is not easy because sometimes she's in that time of the month, maybe you didn't, and she's thinking about her ex so bad, she's ready to risk it all. For me, like I said, I have all those normal feelings of my body is telling me he wants to have a child. Basically, if we're going to be biological. But I'm not losing my mind about it in a way. I don't know how to explain it. I can't fully understand what she feels because I have not been in those shoes. But it just goes to show that be careful, Chinon. Basically, anybody who hasn't fallen into that situation should try their best to keep it that way, because it's not so easy to just say, oh, well, I just want to try once and see how it goes. And, next time I won't do it again because I just want to see how it goes for myself. That kind of thing. So,
one thing for me in this particular conversation, I'll just speak for myself. I know we are talking about like it from a woman's perspective, but I think I think women will be able to relate to this in that what I found was when I lived that life, I was a very selfish person, if that makes sense, especially in this regard, because that's the root of this view of sex. It's a very selfish view. Yes, we say that, it's about me, what I want, what the person does that is right for me, and all you're thinking about is yourself. Even when, especially for guys, let me not even say especially, because honestly, if you view sex in any way except how scripture presents it, you are viewing sex through lust. And lust is selfish by nature. Lust is selfish by nature. And it's the reason why we have all these issues, where we're talking about comparison, because it's about you. But when we look at sex through scripture, scripture says your body is no longer your own.
It's not yours anymore.
Wife, your body is not yours. Husband,
it's now
your body,
it's selfless.
Yield it over to the person. And that's why I have so many issues with all the conversations we have around sex, because like I said before, it's built on a broken definition. But the point I was trying to make is that I realized that I was very selfish, and I realized that everybody around me was as well. So even when your you're chiking this babe, you're talking to this girl, it's just a means to an end. Every single thing you're telling her is just a means to an end. I like you, this, you're talking for hours, you're going to visit, you're buying gifts, you're doing, none of these things are selfless. No gift you give is actually generosity because it's a means to an end. And that's when that's what it is when you are motivated by lust. And the truth is, no matter how good you think your intentions are, if you view sex through lust, that's why you hear, guys make comments like literally willing to end the relationship because this one factor is off the table.
Because you can't sleep with her. I'm
telling you. Yeah. Or it's like, oh, she said no. You're so hurt because that is the reason you're here. Yeah. What lust does is that it gives us shadows of what love gives. So it gives us counterfeits basically of what love gives. You see that mimicking generosity, like I was explaining before now. So you see guys in the world that don't actually care about you, buying you everything. It's mimicking generosity. And how you know it's mimicking it is what happens when maybe you say, I know do, or you reach the point that you say, okay, but I don't want, oh boy.
After everything.
Para.
You go pay and stay.
That's when you know that this was not generosity, this was an investment.
They invest, they are here to collect.
No, I did not come here for bad debt. No. You will vomit that ice cream. Yeah. That, I go wear them. I go wear them. That car, I've heard stories where they will stop you on the road and tell you to park and they will carry that. They brought somebody that will drive the car and go. Are you joking? Which generosity is that?
Which generosity is that?
Do you get so? By the time you threaten what they actually came here for, you realize that everything else was a lie because you view sex through lust. But when we look at it, because the thing is, when you look at it within the biblical context, the world has painted it as though it is boring. But when you combine everything that we are actually looking for, it's the only way that makes sense. Yeah. Because when you abstain, you are practicing faithfulness, which is what we actually want. Because even somebody that sleeps around or that slept around their whole lives, when they enter marriage, they want somebody that is committed to them. But it doesn't make sense to want that.
And habits don't just die easy like that. I know I hear a lot of people as if marriage is going to be a sudden switch where I slept around before, but once I get married, now I wear ring, I'm suddenly not going to suddenly not going to do it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can be faithful.
Come on. Because
the expectation is still there. It doesn't go anywhere. You want somebody that is committed to you, but you also say you want somebody that is experienced. How they don't go together. And that, for me, that was the thing. Like, as I walked through life, I realized that this thing doesn't work. Like, this thing is not going to give me the things that I actually want. It's making me a worse human being. Because in all honesty, I don't genuinely care for this person.
I just want to be self-gratified.
It feels like I do, but not really actually if I think about it. Like, the way I truly care for a person, where I'll do something for them and literally expect nothing. Nothing in return. That's not really what's going on. If I'm being honest to myself, that's not what's going on here.
And from a woman's point of view, that's one thing I'll say about abstinence. When you meet men, a lot of women are thrown into this, oh my God, look at how he treats me like a princess, and he buys me things, and he takes me out, and he showers me with love, and then when he comes and says, it's because I love you, and he starts trying to touch you, and you start feeling guilty, like, okay, but he has done all these things for brother, rest.
No be like.
First and foremost, I will start with, when it comes to abstinence, your values and behavior matter.
Yeah.
If you have a character or a nature, or you've developed a behavior of being flirty, always collecting things from men, spending time with a guy in his house all night, I promise you, you're just making a comfortable environment for yourself to fall.
Yeah.
So it stems from, if we're going to continue the conversation, apart from knowing why you shouldn't, there's too much baggage. The only thing you get from having sex once you are doing the activity is that physical self-gratification at that point. It's just you conforming to your body saying, I want to be with this person, and everything else is negative. Deep it.
And honestly, it's not even about the person. It's not about the person.
Everything
it's about
else.
The desire.
It's just about. It's very selfish. Number one, I just want to get this urge of, or we lace it with, like you said, lust has a way of just presenting counterfeit because you now lace it with, but I love him now.
And you know the crazy thing is that you see it still in marriage. Even when you get married, you see that the view of sex is still selfish in that, and you see it in concepts like when a woman will
hold it from him for not doing
because
something.
you didn't do this, so
I'm not giving it to you.
No.
You don't deserve it.
You've been a bad boy.
You know,
that kind of thing. When you see those kind of things, you still see that you're still viewing it from, you don't understand yet that your body is not yours.
Exactly.
And the husband doesn't get it yet. Because you also see it play out you see that it is selfish even in marriage where the guy really doesn't care about what the woman thinks about it. Once he's done, don't cover in blanket. Don't sleep.
No, don't snoring.
Off like he's done. You.
Yeah, Shelly, you go sort yourself out.
I will give you it tomorrow. Do you get? Yes. So you still see that even in marriage, you can still have a very selfish view of sex. But when you come to realize that, okay, see all the things that, because for me that was what it was. It was like I looked at all the things around this concept. I looked, like I said, it was making me selfish. I didn't really care for this person. But this is not what I want. I genuinely want somebody that will be committed to me. So, it's the most basic thing. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. So it's like, if I have this expectation, I should be willing to meet that expectation for another person. Well. Do you get? So that's when the concept of keeping yourself started to make sense to me. It's like, it's the expectation that I would have of my spouse. I want somebody that's faithful to me. Guys are out here talking loyalty all over the place. But you want that. What makes you think that this other person doesn't want this as well? You get? So when I looked at this idea of just sleeping around, I said, to be honest, we're all living a lie. Everybody knows why they're here. Do you get? So why are we masking it with this girlfriend, boyfriend,
masking it
all
with
these things, all these lies? They're not really emotions. They're lies. We all know why we're here. Do you get? So when I saw that and I really discerned it as an act, I was like, you know what, this thing, it really doesn't work. So I moved on to, that's when I started to actually like look at, okay, what scripture says and think about what scripture says about this topic, And when I put everything together, it started to make complete sense to me why sex is supposed to be had with one person, to be honest. Because if you really deep it, the practice that you say you're practicing, first of all, why are we even doing it? It's because naturally so it's a biological thing, and naturally we desire relationship. Naturally. So to be honest, all of us are going to somehow, we must relate with each other on some level. The only difference is what we call it. So whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, you want to call it, whether it's friends with benefit, whether it's whatever you want to call it, the point is that it is a relating with one another. That one, all of us want it at the innermost part of our being. We desire relationship, male and female. Now, what is the best context? What form of this relationship is the best? And if you really think about it, where you get all that you desire, the faithfulness, the loyalty, somebody that stays with you, come rain, come sunshine. Because the truth is, this guy that you're sleeping with, push comes to shove, he will throw you, push comes to shove, he will forget you in two seconds, he's gone.
To look for the next person.
Forget all this talk we're talking. If you are not able to deliver once or twice, she's gone. Do you get? So if we really think about it, the best context of relationship is a committed marriage. You have this person's commitment, their devotion. You know that this person is in your for real. They are here for you. They've committed themselves to you. Do you get? And you have all of that and the sex that you are looking for. Well, the next thing we'll talk about now is
the reality
what's the reality of it? Like, how do you do it? Like steps. Like how do you do it?
One, I don't like being in certain places at certain times. I'm sorry, especially if I really, really like you. I'm not staying in your house with you by 9 p.m. Oh no, we're just playing games and watching.
Leave alone, but it's fine. It's calm.
It's calm. We can just. Then next thing rain will start falling. rain go just like that. Breeze go just dey blow.
And when 12
You are thinking you trust yourself?
12:30. How only me go do this? And this boy did out that room.
You know, let's just gist. Catch up.
I'm not sleeping
We're not doing anything, no.
I'm just on my phone, Instagram. Let me just...
Please don't trust yourself to that level. It's just intentional. Yeah. So even if you're not going to do anything, or you've been in those situations and you're like, nothing happened, I just don't like to take those kind of risks. There's some risks that are unnecessary.
No one,
Very unnecessary. So habits, just creating a habit of, it's this time I need to be out.
Home,
or people wanting to be overly generous. Like I said, I've gotten a lot of backlash for this, personally speaking. A lot of people telling me I'm an idiot too, or you never see anything, or because maybe men are offering me hella amount of money or offering to take me places.
This particular thing,
and I'm like,
especially for women, is so important because
I just met this guy. This guy is not my brother. Not my papa.
Look,
it's not even if you want to come and say I've known him since nursery school. We were besties.
Said they want to give 500,000. Go and buy credit.
Just buy credit.
Are you calling?
When I now say, no, thank you. Whenever I tell this, just like, Chinon, are you okay? It's not to collect and block his number. It's not to. I just rather not take risk.
Training. You know, you have this kind of.
But the truth is that it's not, to me, it's not just about, I know, there are a lot of things you can get away with. I know I can get the money and disappear. But if I continue, there are habits I build. You unconsciously now start having this habit where you're comfortable just collecting things from men.
What about this are you using to train for marriage? What are you receiving for this training? No, see the training.
Now, if I think about it, I told myself one day, if I decide to live my life in a way where, my life is easy because every man funds me, and I say I want a faithful, committed, good home, and my husband, God forbid, is in a tight spot at one particular second, and I start looking at him, this bros no fit provide again. Next thing you are looking at Barrister Shego, where they drive Benz, and he's offering you.
You're coming up with the names.
I know nobody like this. That's what I'm saying. I know he's ready to offer you. It's a habit that is already in you. You've already seen the cool about it, but me intentionally telling myself that you need to be uncomfortable about some certain things so that it is natural in you to not want to do some things. You don't have a stable, happy, godly, or committed marriage when your lifestyle from the beginning as a single young woman has been off. Another habit I would say is there are some certain groups, no offense, that I just remove myself from. No offense. I'm telling you, we're not going in the same way. But when you want to form, I just want to be good to everybody. I just want to be nice. I don't smoke. But all your friends are smokers. The only thing that now is keeping you now, maybe it's because you have asthma. You go take small 1, 2, and you go, but you don't have asthma. You're all right. Do you know, but you don't even need to puff it. Your association is smoker strictly. You get into your lungs. You are unconsciously now part of that. It's now in your system as well. It's going to affect you in one way or the other.
Your company.
Then lastly, I'll say one way I thought about this company thing. Like I said, apart from your behaviors like abstaining, intentionality, your company, where I'm ending. I remember someone was telling me a story about how some crows were attacking a farm, right? And they were like telling the sparrow, come now, let's just go. And he's like, no, I don't do this. This is this man's farm, And the crows were like, oh, please, let's just have fun, like free corn. You are here for me. You don't want to enter the man's farm. He can come out. So us, we do it every time. So now this crow the crows go carry the sparrow. The sparrow says, okay, let him go and he's not going to join, Sha. He's not going to attack. He's not going to take anything. He will just be watching them. And he goes to join the crows to do their thing, and that's the day that the farmer caught all of them.
Okay, now explain
yourself. I just dey watch. I no be crow. Look at me, I'm a sparrow.
I no be crow.
You know. So
no, definitely
my company,
your association. Even if you don't end up doing the things exactly they're doing, you're going in their direction. It
would rub off on you one way or the other. And that's the thing. If you are not intentional about your unconscious mind,
no, you're learning from them. You're picking things.
Your unconscious mind controls your conscious so much more than you think. And the things you do is just dropping there. And
it literally just puts. See, I'm telling you, this thing is so apt, because the thing is, no matter how good your intentions are, wisdom is profitable to direct you. Like once you're in those spaces with these people, you have exposed yourself to possibilities that you shouldn't have. You're going to meet people you had no business meeting. People that had no business seeing you. That's where you now met Barrister Shegun. That's where you met him, because that's where you were that time. They where will see all these people. Go experience all these things, but you said no. So you expose yourself to temptation to so much when you just by association, regardless of your intention.
Nobody should get it wrong. Association were not meaning that because you as meeting someone at work, the normal association where they invite you for a birthday, normal things. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your circle. If we use Jesus as a basic term, there's a circle. So it's not that anybody stopping you from visiting or going for parties like weddings and whatever it is. You self have a life. But when you make your intimate circle, everybody, whether we want to admit it or not, unless you are crazy. I used to tell, I don't know, I teach teenagers sometimes. I used to tell them, look, have you not noticed that if you watch movies or even in real life, if you see a person stranded on an island by themselves, they're already drawing face on coconuts, because human beings need relationship. You're talking to yourself or you're talking to the palm tree. And there's nobody that can say, me, I don't have inner circle or outer circle, I'm an island. No, they deceive yourself. It means you're actually crazy. Because if you only talk to yourself, you're mad. That's insanity. So everybody does have some certain type of people that are around them that are their influence. So apart from the wide, outer scale of things, I'm talking about that inner circle. I'm intentional about having people that will tell me, yes, madam, come back here.
The people you listen to.
Do you understand? The people that I let their stuff drop
words
in me.
Have effect.
You have effect.
Do what they say. You take their advice.
I'm intentional. Let me know that if I am doing like this, hey, madam, put your head back. Sorry. No, and likewise,
important.
So I think that's it for me, for my current advice on
I enjoyed the conversation.
How to stay.
I think it was really good. I got a lot from what you said. And the thing is it's beautiful because it's your experience that you shared, so it might not be whoever is listening might not be your experience or your exact experience, but there's a lot to learn. Values from the things you said. Values are important. Boundaries. Your conviction is important. Like why, even if you say you want to, the reason you want to keep yourself is literally the foundation, and if it's not a strong enough reason, you will compromise. Habits. So I really like what you said about habits. That's in terms of just you save yourself by just having certain things I don't do, like I don't stay out late, I don't do this. By virtue of those things, you are preserving yourself in a sense, even though that's not what you're trying to do. You are just preserving yourself by doing those things.
It's just habit,
Then company. That makes sense. So it was a good conversation. So guys, this brings us to the end of our episode. Thank you so much, Chinon. I appreciate you coming.
You're welcome.
Peace.